B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5, or a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run.
Welcome. Tuesday, 2 for Tuesday. Okay, here's a funny thing. Once again, they removed my thumbnail, which would have been the Brew Girl. The opening, the opening, you would have seen her, the opening Brew Girl when the beer goes floating past. I just do a screenshot, make that the thumbnail. They removed that thumbnail. Again. This may be much more risque. If not, it's times 2. I'm sorry, Scotsman. So they removed the thumbnail, even though there was, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing wrong with it. So I put up a picture of a big jugged woman in a, I mean, you see nipples and everything. And that one stayed. Maybe she looked more like a guy, and the homo at YouTube let it fly. Or she had that kind of that Princess Leia curl. She could have been a Star Wars freak. What are we looking at? Vanessa House Brewing. This is the a hazy New England IPA, softer Lotus. Weighs in at 6.5%. Got this from Stephen Bush. He said this is a brewery only offering, and I like. I've really been digging the hazy IPAs and the New England. Wow, that was a fast one. That was just the safe telling me that it was opened. It wasn't just opened, as you well know, because we're here together. And this one I said was going to be number 4. And of course I've been saving them, and I've been writing on there what rating I gave it. Again, it's hazy, and it's a little bit darker than what a wheat ale would normally be. Again, it has a little bit of a tropical fruit and a little bit of a natural hoppiness. Cheers. It's fairly tasty. Something I'd probably enjoy about 5 more of them today, and definitely something to have in the cup holder on the lawnmower. Okay, just so I say that I got well. Let's see. We had Cobra. Cobra. This was on Yummy Bear. He says clickbait. You clickbait me by changing thumbnails. I thought this was a new vid. I didn't, Cobra. The only reason the thumbnail would change is because the homo pickles at YouTube have a soft time with beautiful women. I apologize, but that's all on YouTube, not me. And on the flask number 60, Otis says if you're going to dap it between your balls, make sure to shave them first. Life hack from Otis71, thank you. First on the Hazy Memory IPA from Lagunitas, and we also took a look at Flask 61. Sonoran Desert Prepper saying last. First to say last, I guess. Multi Gunman says first to say last, that's a double win. So Sonoran Desert Prepper on the podium. El Tenda saying boys, cheers, actually being second. Joey Cuz, holy big booby intro girl, Batman. Yeah, the second time around, or well, actually I don't know which one you're even referring to because I had to change them. Fu Master Chew, that is what I call thick and juicy. Multi-Gunman asks if he's sexually harassing him. That's from Fu Master. Cobra says, well, hello there. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Cobra says, first, since no one else has claimed it. He is actually correct. Gunwild says 5th, bitches. Multi-Gunman says top 10. Learning that Gunwild is always right. That would actually make Multi-Gunman 6th. Dinscourge, Joey will give you a featureless rifle. Or Joey will give me a featureless hand job. Okay, so it wasn't the yesterday, so I got a few things in yesterday. I got some more parts for the long slide race gun. I got a package in from El Tenda. He sent me some swag. He says here's for the E Below Me. Thank you. And then he put in for Secret Squirrel. He sent over 3 of the Amend 2 30-round mags. 1, 2, 3. And the G5 Plus Glock pocket tool. You know, I might have to look into one of these, El Tenda. What I like is the magazine disconnect. There isn't one on a Glock. Hey, at least Glock has something right. The mag tool disassembly feature that's on this. This one tool will mag popper, magnetic 3/16 hex nut driver for the front sight. That's cool. The striker assembly holder tool. Let's see, corners of the handle help center the pins in the frame, plus a bottle opener. I didn't catch that the first time I was looking at this. And now I definitely have to get one of these. So El Tenda, that will be getting added to the next Secret Squirrel 2 update. $10. $10. There's only going to be one name picked. So if you put in 1 and I pick you, this is yours. If you've put in 6 gazillion like Jim, he's only getting he's stacking the odds, and I know Jim really wants this. And I'm telling you, Jim, holding it in your hand doesn't help to curve that appetite. This thing with the white label armory receiver set on it, and this frickin' sick-ass handguard from Dead On Arms. Unique handguards, by the way, in case anybody hasn't figured it out. Unique makes this for Dead On. John Huber, Taming the Beast. Clyde, the trigger from Clyde is just frickin' absolutely badass. Jim with the sick bolt carrier. Strike Industry, and the charging handle. And Strike Industries. Ooh, I think that's like 3 times in a row now it has worked on the first try. And then Zeus steps up with the Holosun. Thanks, Zeus. Now I might have to start giving plasma. You know what? This would be badass on the MCK. I guess I'll wait and see. It's got the better of the 2 from Fiatchi on it. So, again, it's on a 10 millimeter. You know, we'll see how it holds up. And the other one from Fiatchi is on the Lynx 12 gauge. And I smile moneyed the fuck out of this thing. So, since last time we got together, I put the Fiatchi with the low mount on it. So put the buffer tube adapter, put a buffer tube on it. Right now I'm sporting just a Magpul. Like I said, I've been considering swiping that, but you know this works. I upped the ante with the Hogue grip. And I put a sling on it, and my muzzle device came in. And this is from SGM, SGM Tactical. Gunwild warned me because I got it from Classic Firearms to watch out because Classic Firearms basically buys up everybody's seconds. But I'm like, how much can they fuck up a brake? I mean, I didn't really look it over to see if maybe, no, there's no teeth missing. The holes look like they're all drilled about right. And surprisingly, Gunwild, you basically just put it on there as tight as you can by hand, and yet it's still timed with a set of rows facing up, and not at a little bit of an angle that would drive John Solar crazy. So again, it's just a breacher door brake on here. I really don't know if this would have any frickin' effect other than the fact that it makes it look badass. But this was the cheaper of the Fiatchis. So if the Fiatchi can handle being on a 12 gauge, I think it can handle being on just about anything. So yeah. So again, I want to thank Jim. So that's that. I definitely like having a smaller dot on there. Literally, as I was coming downstairs, Christine handed me this. I had another package come in, and I thought it was something else that I ordered, or I would have been happy to share the surprise. Somebody sent me some squishy balls. Low-rising squishy toy. For adults only. Don't eat. I know, don't send this to Joey. He will have a hard time, all pun intended, fighting the urge to eat the balls. So I thought we'd take a little look at the battle box. I always give you guys the instantaneous. I mean, I don't know. This normally I've taken a look, but like I said, I just, oh god, these balls feel awesome, and they're, boy. Now, if they were the smaller balls, you could actually use them as a set of earplugs. I should get some tape. That's awesome. You know what's reminding me of? It's reminding me of those Peeps. So I'm fighting the urge to eat the balls. Okay. Let us take a look at the battle box. Wow. This is a pretty damn good box this month. Mission 63. Pitbull Tactical Universal Mag Carrier, Breakthrough Cleaner. I like the Breakthrough. Well, not cleaner. It's the Pro Lube. I needed some. A propane adapter, so you can use a big propane tank to fill little propane bottles. Cat's tongue grip non-aggressive tape. Looks like drywall tape. Thousands of grippy uses. That's it for that. Hybrid hex Bluetooth speaker, charger, lantern, flashlight, FM radio, and micro SD card reader all in one. How the hell does it read a micro SD card reader? 400 lumen lantern, and it's a speaker. Interesting. Wow. It said some of you, as a added bonus this month, might receive the Keltec SU-16 chambered in 5.56. Oh, And they sent a mag. I already had a mag sitting out here. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, for 150 bucks. And I watched a video on these. How does this work? You can, here we go. Got one. How the hell do you get the other? It turns into a bipod. It's got a pick rail on it. You know, a lot of people, I've noticed a lot of people slam the Celtics. I tell you, I hate to admit this, but I have actually seen the video from Nut and Fancy, and he really likes this thing, and says that yes, there's offerings from Celtic that he does not endorse. He said, but this he really liked. And knife of the month is the Williamson Tactical Red E Axis Lock Folding Knife. $85. Comes with a, I don't know why it comes with another pocket clip. Comes with 2 pocket clips. $85. Right. It's badass though. And it's the ooh, watch out for that. Alright. Overall, it looks like a pretty good month. Okay. Loma Company, top 5 or 6. Oh. Cobra says top 5.56. And then Loma Company says, I see what you did right there. Our March 2, number 11, hi Matt. The intro Babe and Brew Babe are top notch as usual. Matt, I worked for Safeway for 35 years. Zeus, the average dot brightness setting used on the gold is 9. Yeah, I have no idea what Matt was talking about. I'm the one with the old eyes, right? And I think 12 is way too bright. I mean, I haven't been in the backyard with it, running and gunning and practicing my operator shit, but I will. And but aiming it at the garage with the sun glaring off of it, or a window, a car window, like my truck with the sun glaring off of it, 12 was not necessary. So, Matt, I don't know what the fuck you were looking at. Zeus, the gold dot also helps folks with stigmatism or color blindness. Oh. And Gunwild says, I see a starburst with red and green dots. Gunwild, you still you know, it's not perfect. I mean, here, kind of as a comparison, let's start. That's the this one, the cheapo here. The cheapo goes to 11. I can see it on 1. And if I bring it all the way up to 11, it's not a crisp dot by any means, but it's not bad. I mean, Gunwile, I know exactly what you'd say while you're looking at it. It literally looks like it's a perfect red dot, and then I can see like when kids draw a sun, the kind of the little spikes around it. But now that's up as far as it goes. If I bring it back to like 9, like he said for the Holosun, it's a perfect dot. And now keep in mind, this is like $35 from Fiachi. That's why I'm really interested to see what a 12 gauge will do to it. Now, if we get over here to a much more expensive optic, again, 3 is the 3 is technically 1 because the first 2 are for night vision, and when I aim across the basement, I don't see anything on 3. Now we're on 4. Now I see it. If we go up to Zeus's, how he knows this, I don't know. Now, 9 on this Zeus is almost as bright as that is on its highest setting. It's definitely brighter on 10. Now, if we go to 12, it not only is it lit up, I see a halo of what looks like dust, but it's way too fine. It's just got to be coming off of the glass or whatever. And then it's so frickin' bright, that same kind of illumination is taking place all the way around the perimeter. It's almost like there's no reason that it has to go. See, that's fair right there. If you are seeing this, looks like a frickin' star going supernova, that is how bright it is. I don't. Zeus, I like. I probably to use the setting that I would like the most. Again, I'd have to go up. Well, let's see. I'll just frickin' aim it right. Now, if I aim to the left and to the right of the LED, I can see it. But if it's sitting directly on an LED, but you can actually see the dot on 12 aimed at an LED bulb. So, again, 100,000 hours of run, and look at all the investment that all of it, everybody has put into this so far. Secret Squirrel 2, and all it's going to take is one $10 entry. Oh, and just to show you guys just being well, someone could have died right there, like me. To show you how good you guys are, Jolson decided he got rid of a gun and decided to be a nice guy, and he turned around. He turned around and had an extra magazine for a Springfield, and he gave it to Christopher, along with company. And to say thank you, Christopher turned around and bought an entry to Secret Squirrel 2 for Christopher. That you guys are awesome. Just want to say that. Zeus, I had the winning bid on a new scope listed on eBay. A fucking flare PTS 233. Fuck yeah. Did you get a good deal on it? And is there going to be a video? Steven, so the camera is the one I gave you. It does look cleaner than the one you had that was broken. No, the one that you gave me is over there. The one that I was using was the one I got from my buddy Tom. This is back to my Canon, which is a few models down, or at least a few years down in age over the one that Tom gave me. It seems to be the only one that has like the ability to select a wider field of view. The problem, Steve, is both mine and yours have been reduced to home cameras only. Due to the fact that the plug-ins on the cameras stopped working, and I took your camera all apart and wired straight to the board on it with the power supply. Of course, I thought it was the power supplies, so that was after I bought another power supply off of Amazon. So the one that Tom gave me, I'm going to use for the range trips and for the field, out in the field stuff. I am going to have to get another battery for it. I'm not. It was completely dead when he gave it to me, so I'm not sure what the life is. But there was only one battery. Poco Loco, both eyes open, Matt. Harmarsh 2. Hi, Ms. Bummy. Poco. Hey, look, Odinworks. I drive by the place all the time. Zeus. New viewers might not know what DFC is short for. DFC stands for Dick Face Cobra. That was what the name of his channel was, and it had nothing to do with the real Cobra Burnout, and I think that's why he shortened it up. Poco Loco, for my next trick, I'm going to eat chili beans, boiled eggs, cheap beer, then walk through Walmart. Let's see whose mask really works. Poco Loco, I hope Matt doesn't ride his Harley with all that green on. Poco Loco, just like stupid California, they ban plastic bags now. Everybody's getting sick from the reusable bags. Yeah, Poco Loco, I wish you were wrong or kidding, but no, you got the reusable bags, and you put frozen food in them, or maybe a chicken or a hamburger, and a little bit of schmutz comes off and just gets in the bag, and now the next time you go out, yeah. See, these environmentalist dumb fucks really don't have the ability to think it through, because usually their cure is much worse than the disease, or they're just flat out wrong, like the dick bags and the whole ozone layer thing. How many times did people like us say, this planet was functioning just fine long before any of us showed up, and she'll be plugging along just fine long after all of us idiots are gone. Most of them are hypocrites anyway. Didn't Scourge. When can we get a brewer review like this one? And then he puts a link to something. I don't know. Should I be afraid?
Hey, what's going on, crew? Chilling? About to go to work? Hanging out?
Wait a second. He just said he's about to go to work. And the name of the brewer review is Steel Reserve 40 ounce. He just, Hey, I didn't scourge. I did a Mickey's Big Mouth Mickey's, and I think it was under 2 minutes. There's video proof of it, but if that's what you're dying to see, challenge accepted. Just chilling before I have to go to work. And I don't want to sound cruel or whatever, but he's wearing looks almost like a jail jumpsuit. Oh, wait a second. At some point in time, he takes his clothes off. I'm not sure what went down there.
Shit. Let's do my laundry. Fuck. Kind of wanted to wear this. Hold on.
Oh, he spilt on himself before he has to go to work. Oh my God. I gotta watch it. Thanks. Thank you for that. That's I'll give you a thumbs up. Just chilling before I have to go to work. Let me record me slamming a 40. Harmarsh 2. Sounds like Corey is a top-shelf electronics whiz. Yes, I don't know why Corey just doesn't say screw it and go work for himself. Jesus. He's like I said, he calls me and he goes, yeah, I was up to 1 o'clock in the morning on on when he called me on Saturday. He goes, I was up to 1 o'clock in the morning on Friday night, going through forums and different databases, and yeah, there's like a lot of known problems getting anything to any aftermarket stuff to communicate with your truck. And he's like, right now though, I can guarantee you that I can get the remote start to work. He goes, I already have a workaround and a hack for that. And I told you about it. And then he found that there was actually a physical broken wire going to the communications port or the computer, and brought it to a friend to solder in some new terminals and ran a new wire, and everything. It's exactly how it was. Well, it's not exactly how it was. I had a problem. I paid. I'll just throw it out there. It was $475 for my Astro remote start. I don't have my keys on me. The key has tells you exactly what the truck is doing. Are the doors locked, unlocked? Is the engine running? How long until the engine automatically shuts down? Because it only runs 16 minutes and then it shuts off. But at any point while it's running, you can hit the remote start button again and it resets the timer. The annoying part is if anybody's standing next to the vehicle, it goes, it honks the horn twice. Yeah, and what was happening when it was in the Toyota is I had it back to them like 4 times. And even after the 4th time, I finally gave up and just decided to live with it because it would only do this when the engine was warm. And that is run on after you've pressed the remote start. So if I go to the grocery store after work and I'm at the job site, doesn't matter if it's summer or winter, and you start it, the engine warms up and it's all happy, and you get in, put the key in, and drive on to the grocery store or the liquor store. More likely the grocery store. I'd very seldom never go to the liquor store. And I'd go in and I'd do my shopping. I might be in there 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and I come back out as I'm crossing the parking lot because it's winter or whatever, and I hit the remote start button again. The truck starts, and the starter would continue to try to start the truck. And I actually had the dumb fuck, I think it might have even been the owner of Dad's Audio here in Duluth, tell me, I don't know what to tell you, this is the last time we're going to take a look at this for you. And I go, what does that mean? He goes, well, I go, what you're saying is you have no clue and you're unable to make this work. And I said, well, let me tell you what. If I come back the next time and you won't take another look at it, you can take it all out of the truck and you can give me my $475 fucking dollars back. But now it's in the Dodge and it's not actually repeating that problem. And like Sam said yesterday, that's because Corey put it in. Oh, could have had something to do with the Toyota, I don't know. But Corey's awesome. Moving forward, anything I want. I mean, right off the bat, like he told me. He goes, I can put a killer set of speakers in there for you. And I'll get you some really nice speakers and put them in for $100. That's the speaker and his labor. And after everything he went through, getting everything to work in my truck, the only thing that I got charged more than the original quote from him was the 2 keys that he had a locksmith come to his house and make. Well, it's actually 3 keys. The 2 transponder keys and a dummy key, which the dummy key will still open the doors. So, I fully expected it was going to be more. After everything he did, figuring out what was wrong, tracking it down, replacing wires, taking the thing apart, Corey is definitely the man. McLean 5179, Matt, I love you, but just stand there and be quiet. Steve, well, scientists have found that the coronavirus in men's semen. Here, China is fucking up the facials for everyone. Stormy Coyote, and I get the 3 answers. With being cooped up at home and not much to do lately, I've been really getting into hot sauces again. You should look up the Angry Goat Pepper Company. Their Purple Hippo sauce is awesome, and I'm currently waiting on a few others to arrive in the mail. I may have to do that. But here's the problem. People say things to me, and then I forget to look in the future. So, let me do a search for it. So not only will it be in my search history, but I can maybe go order some. Thank you, Stormy. Oh, sorry. I can say to him, thanks for the tip. I'll check it out, or sounds great. I'm going with thanks for the tip. Steve, check out boogeymancostumes.com. They did my slide. Boogeyman Customs. They did my slide work on my G10. Okay. I will also take a look. I always like looking at hot slides. Steven, this is just a guess, but I'm thinking you're reviewing a beer I sent you right now. Elk Valley French Toast Dreaming, maybe. No. That's because I decided to go in backup order with yours. Close, though. Smile Money. Oh, no, starting the rig drawing stories and hating on your stock sponsors. Smile Money. Oh, sure, the COVID-19 has been here for longer than patient 0 had it. Then the first 2 months, no one died. Over 80,000 dead in 2 months, and no deaths for the first 2 months. They do have antibody testing and should confirm your theory. Well, I already know someone that got tested and has antibodies and never got sick. That would be William. Smile Money. Matt can feel warm in his mouth. Too much information. Joey. Yep, I have the speed loaders that load in the ejection port. You bastard, you. Smile Money. Smile Money up that truck. I'm working on it. Smile Money. Then on the last video, I got to play on my computer, but the comments wouldn't come up. You know, I have been getting... I know, I'm making this all up and it's all in my brain. I have been getting several of you that have been sending me messages or texting me telling me that the comment that they put up just disappears. And I'm already telling you that this is happening because I got a Gorillas and Guns, if you're watching this, I got that you put a comment up on the Locked and Loaded video, and when I went to go respond, your comment wasn't there. It doesn't show up in the studio feed. It didn't show up in the feed. It didn't show up in a refresh. It didn't show up and show me the top comments. It didn't show up when I said put them in order. But yet, I don't know about 100% on his comment. But I'm telling you right now, Wade, Sharky, Smile Money, a whole bunch of you are having comments just disappear. Huh. You know, I tell you, if you want to try pissing somebody off, you know, maybe someone like me that interacts with people a lot, and all of a sudden I stop interacting with you because I never saw your comment, I'm sure that's not another plot or ploy from YouTube to try to discourage people from hanging out. Smile Money. Yes, Matt is infectious. Eric will be inducted as a honorary millennial any day now? Or honorary millennial. No, I've got the antibodies for that, Smile Money. Smile Money. My grandson drew a picture of me shooting at a target in nursery school, and they had to have a meeting. Yeah, for me, the meeting would be, go pound sand. You know, what did we do as kids? We drew army battles. I drew planes dropping bombs. I drew soldiers. Anybody with half a fucking brain, please inform me how any of that is terrible. You know, it's okay. It's okay for them to go play their game where when the projectile hits the opponent, his head fucking explodes. But heaven forbid your child should draw a silhouette picture of somebody holding a pew-pew stick. Wade, I haven't worn a mask yet and never will. Featureless rifles make as much sense as tits on a bull. Wait, most liberals would love tits on a bull, so I guess they make as much sense as liberals do, which is none. Wade, I understand. I'm where you are. I say fuck the mask, but all of a sudden now, the place that I'm at, almost once a day, sometimes twice a day, being the fucking Menards hardware store, they actually have a security guard. No, they couldn't just take one of their regular employees and have them stand out front. No, they had to fucking hire an independent company to come in and make sure that everybody's wearing their fucking mask in order to come in the store. 5 months after this shit started. They should work for Planned Parenthood. Sharky, fucking Sharky, with the read more button. Oh, it actually did something. I like both the look of the Strike Industries and the Odin Works braces. The finicky lockup on the Strike Industries screws with me, though. But with the gun laws we have, however worse than ours, SBRs aren't a thing. I could slap any stock on any barrel length, like over there. Suppressors are no though, and only over, under, and side-by-side shotguns are allowed, and only if you either skeet shoot or competitively or have a hunting license. Yeah, a few of you really get fucked. Gunwild. Will a creepy Joe Biden AR-14 keep me safe from corona? No, not if it's associated with Joe Biden at all. It does give a nice reach around. Gunwild. Bullet buttons are no longer used in California. I added that. Any rifle with a bullet button installed on it is supposed to be registered as an assault rifle. Now our rifles are equipped to have a non-removable magazine or be featureless. Isn't that special, Gunwild? Again, Joey's got a little something for you. You can load through your ejection port faster than you would ever be able to. So, thanks to the dumbtards, they've actually given us some things that you may even want to use, even though you can pull the mag out. Sharky. Gunwild looks fine to me. Oh, Gunwild. I'm looking at Gunwild's thing and trying to read Sharky's. I'm multitasking and blending it. Sharky says, Brew Babe looks fine to me. Eyes might be a bit big, but so are tits. So they even out. What about our forehead? Amos Walker with responses. I get to respond. I'm disappointed in that. Rise, my favorite. Thanks to Mr. Holster. I still got to try a good rye. I can respond with, why is that? Question mark. You and me both. Understandable. I'm going with understandable. You and me both also work, but Sharky, tell you what, Corey is a magician. Good job, I'd say. Yes, he is worth every penny, because like I said, he didn't change his quote. Well, other than the fact that I bought 2 keys. I only had to buy one, the one that he needed. But I only had 1 key for the truck. Not a smart thing. So, because I don't need the fob with the buttons anymore, because my remote takes its place, I have 1 set hanging at home. I've got the set that'll be with me, and then the blank key will be hidden someplace in the exterior of the vehicle, so that if I lock my keys inside, which, considering I always lock it by pressing the button, well, I have had scenarios where I put my elbow in the Toyota on the button and almost locked myself out. Oh, excuse me. Sharky. 10mm 180 grain full metal jacket Federal rocks 1,300 feet a second with 700 foot-pounds of energy out of a 4.5-inch barrel. Federal ain't loading 10mm to spec, so a proper crisp in 10 will fuck up the house intruders all day long. Oh shit, Jim sold his best 5906 by mistake. Fuck. I did think the one that Joey showed looked pristine. Now I know why. Whoopsie. Yeah, I mean, again, something like the Crisp was made to be a small gun. It's only because of stupidity states and laws that Crisp decided, well, we might as well at least be able to be in the market where these libtards have set the rules. Now, having said that, I get it. If you're trying to make, say, a 10mm hunting rifle, and you want that extra length for squeezing out every last little bit of energy out of that bullet, I get it completely. But all I'm saying is the difference between a pistol and putting it in the MCK chassis is a fucking complete world of difference. I could probably spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars every single weekend and not get as good with the Glock 20 as I did on my first shot with it sitting in that. So I'm failing to understand the opposition to it. On the other hand, I know I've already sold a few of them. Chris Alone and Company being one of them, and Chris, I don't know if you've gotten out with the opportunity to shoot it yet, but yeah, it's for $179 chassis. It's a no-brainer. It is a fucking absolute no-brainer. Jim can't wait to get his hands on one, and I can't wait to get the field reports back from Alone and Company and Jim when it happens, because like I said, the reason I'm looking over there is because I'm actually looking at it. For me, it is turned into it's a little bit more pricey than what I'd want to leave hidden in my truck somewhere, so I would never consider it a truck gun. But for a small compact, I could have it under a light jacket and you'd never know it was there. I can have it in the house. I can move it from room to room, and if something were to ever happen, I can shoot it the way it is, or I can flip the stock open on it and have I can have a nice little house sweeper here. I mean, I got the piece of shit Olight flashlight. Boy, I sure wish that they went with somebody other than Olight, just for the sake of the fact that Olight is a fucking piece of shit company. Again, a must is whatever you are, a left or a right. They come in a pack. I just have the other one right here because I have the laser on here, and the laser just is way too big and bulky. If I had a laser that was the same as the bracket that holds the laser, then I would be extremely happy. The upshot is it has a bunch of batteries in it, and it's very, very bright. If it popped a balloon and lit a match, I would not be surprised with it. So that's the only reason that I've been leaving it on here. But yeah, the accuracy with this setup is just mind blown. And again, it was originally $179, and it had everything, and I had to smile money it. I switched from the plastic rail to the aluminum rail, and I switched to their new generation. And what I like about the new generation is, it has a little bit more throw, and it does give you the ability to actually shoot the gun while it's folded. Now, it would be a lot happier if you're a lefty, but seems how my body is actually happy doing a lot of things left or right, I do a considerable amount of shooting as a lefty in case something ever were to happen with my dominant side. So again, the old one didn't give you a path for the charging handle to reciprocate in. This one does. So I usually just leave it like this in an undisclosed location, Smile Money. And I also, being that the 10 millimeter is worth its weight in gold to me, and until someone at Dead On says otherwise, I put the brass catcher on here, and I keep all my 10 millimeter. As you guys heard the other day, I just gave my brother-in-law a 2.5 or a 2 gallon and a half container, a torque screw container. 15 pounds of torque screws go in it. I gave him the container of 10 because now all of a sudden, because he has a 10 millimeter pistol, he's more into the let's do this. So yeah, I cannot speak highly enough about this setup. Okay. Sharky. SH, but no outro, babe. You owe me now. There was no outro, babe. Yeah, there was. So help me. So help me God.
Yeah, the boys round here.
So,
I can't.
And even with my 7.5, don't get me wrong, I could have this as a daily drinker. Like, I would have no problem with that. I didn't dislike it in any. Actually, I do enjoy it. But it's just taste. You can tell.
Well, alright, my bad. I was wrong. Jay from Elite Ammunition. Matt read my answer. Matt read my answer and it made no sense to him. 762 of the two choices. Thank you. Makes sense to me. Jay again. Yep. Had my mask wearing back in the first week of January before I had a better handle on the traits of the bug. Now that I do, I don't wear it anymore. Before then, I did. When I did, assholes looked at me funny. Now, those same mask-wearing assholes look at me funny again. Yes. Chuckles, my hollow point. If you had any more problems right now, it'd be 2 weeks before you could worry about them.
Listen, you're being rude. You're fake news. You're fake news. Stop being rude. You're fake news.
Oh, J-Dog. J-Dog, I'm hanging on to that one beer for you. Joey Cutts, so basically what you're telling us is that with all the work you did to the truck, you smile moneyed your fucking truck. No, Corey. Corey smile moneyed the fuck out of my truck. Jeremy, pre-dawn deaf. The only way to wear a mask correctly is with a hard-on and a butt plug. Business in front, party in the back. Yet, nobody gave him a thumbs up for that, but someone gave fucking Chuck a thumbs up for his comment. Some of you people really disappoint me. Hornet Fixer, yes I do, because it's for Justin. Yes, yes he does. Like clockwork. You know, maybe it has something to do with the fact that he is military. I have constantly said this. I have never served in any fashion until I went to service for that man. And for that man, he's pretty much the only reason that I even bother with the Ebomi channel. And I will keep that channel up and keep doing videos as long as a single one of our veterans comes home from protecting this great country, or at least the country that should be great, till the fucking liberals fucked it all up. After their service to this country, the last thing that should ever happen, I don't know if it's so terrible over there, or we simply throw so many fucking roadblocks for them. They should be the rug, the gold fucking flower laden mat should be laid out for them when they want to go get some medical care. And until that number is 0, our group, every one of you that contributes to Justin's final mission, we will continue doing what we do. Hornet Fixer says, "Oh my fucking God." Cobra says to him, "Yes, my son." DFC, 57th. Joey, COVID fucked up me not having the double black 2019, so I'm pissed. Well, Joey, there's one bottle in there, and I got to make a stop at the liquor store because I need to add a few more to the inventory, but I also want to see if I can find an 18 and a 19 for Jay at Elite Ammunition. I would prefer he come here and drink it with me, as long as he didn't bring the fucking neighbor or especially the fucking attorney. And Cobra says to Joey, "That's what she said." With the last comment before we go to the club, Cobra says, "Chick baited me again by swapping thumbnails. What the fuck?" Talk to YouTube. Talk to YouTube. The thumbnail would never switch if YouTube wasn't a bunch of cunty little bitches. Vanessa House Brewing, Vanessa House Beer Company. Hazy New England IPA, softer Lotus. Okay, I get, everything with the name. It is definitely, I would say, more of the natural, the flowery side of the hoppiness. It does sport a little bit of the tropical fruit, but basically everything about this is like a softer version of a New England style or a hazy. I would never take it to the point of saying it's like a light beer version of a hazy, but if say you were hazy New England IPA curious, I would definitely want you to start with this one. It was tasty. It wasn't overly powering on any of the flavors or anything like that. But because of that, and being 6.5, I have to cynically give it less of a score because of all of the above. And this one I am going with a 7.5. And having said that, even though, a 7.5 instead of, a 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, or a 10, Steve, if you would have sent me more of them, I would probably just continue drinking these this evening until they were all gone. Now, I don't want to drink J-Dog's beer. I reviewed this in the past, so I'm just going to drink it now. Standing in as Two-Hearted Ale is Furious from Surly. Furious. This was part of one of those. Every time they come out with a multi-pack, they always seem to throw Furious in there. Yes, it's like Surly's go-to beer. But Jesus, if you have an IPA pack, I get it. But if you have like a sampler pack with a bunch of things, and maybe they only had 3 new things, and they wanted to have 3 of each. It seems like every time they put out a sample pack, one of the items in there is always Furious. Again, I get it. It is their favorite. Okay, so I don't know if a few of you have been really busy or what's been going on, but no Crazy Scotsman for the last few videos. No Jolson. No Tardisius. Now, I don't know if Tardisius is just watching the train wreck. So, Tardisius, just so you know, I am capable of a cowbell when I am not being prodded in the ass by butt plug boy Jolson. So, any of you that hate the cowbell, it is going to happen just for the sake of, overall, it's been a pretty good day. The battle box is, okay. Got the comp for the links. Yeah, overall, it's squishy balls. I mean, fuck, how can you go wrong with squishy balls? So, 3, 2, 1. And I use the other one, has just a little bit higher pitch. Just a little bit more motivation. In case people are getting sick of the other one, just a little lower in the tone scale. These bring in the more hyperactive cows. Let us hit the button and move on to... So, and you guys that have been telling me shit has been disappearing, nothing's held for review, and there's no likely spam. Reload. First in the club, then Scourge. Is this the Illuminati meeting? I might have it. That's how it begins. Then Scourge. Yeah, this is it. This is the Illuminati meeting. I don't even have anything cryptic I can quickly... Gunwild, cheers, bitches. Gunwild. Smile money. Cheers, not going to say the magic word, not an enabler. Laugh out loud. And real cool burnout. Cheers to the two-hearted Ed Clubbers and their friends and family members who are in the midst of the sunny slopes. Hashtag Justin's final mission. Where are we? Oh, oofta. Okay, I'm gonna go. Again, thank you to El Tenda for the swag for me and the items for Secret Squirrel. Thank you, whoever decided to send me the squishy balls. Oh yeah, God, I could just sit and squeeze my balls all night. Here's a little something Joey showed me. And again, I believe I'm done smile moneying the fuck out of the links. Now I'm just looking forward to getting out and punishing some steel. Battle box, it looks okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna click the button just one time, and then we are out of here. Cobra, you stand as the last comment. So, Cheers, guys, and hopefully see you tomorrow.